Good morning, good afternoon, or potentially good evening, depending upon which part of the world you're in and when you actually choose to watch this video. This is Hugh Elliott playing another game for you, and specifically the game I am playing is Terraria. Isn't this wonderful? It's a brilliant game. This is, some might say, inspired by Minecraft, but I'd say it's actually more like Minecraft meets Legend of Zelda meets Metroid. It is a delicious mashup of various gamey awesomenesses. Part building game, part platformer, part RPG. But it's difficult to kind of explain this just by saying it, so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I'm going to start a new single-player game. I've got two characters there already. Yes, one of them is called Carcut. Yes, I'm a Homestuck fan. Don't kill me, Internet. So, you just click on Create Character, and this takes you to the character creation screen, as one might expect. You can choose from a variety of different hairstyles. I believe there's something in the region of, let's see, yes, 36. I'm going to go with two ponytails, because I feel hipsterish today. One rather weird thing about this game, actually, the colour sliders are a pretty standard 0 to 255 affair, I think, but you can't go below 50. So if you want black hair, you actually have to have like dark grey, which is somewhat annoying for people such as myself. Eye colour, as you might expect, I'm going to have green eyes, actually. I don't know why, I'm just in the mood for green. Also, my own eyes are kind of turning slightly green, I don't really know why. Let us not dwell on it too much. Crank down the red and blue. Voila, green eyes. You can't really see them very well on this, probably, because I have a very large monitor and I'm playing this at a very high resolution, so go figure. Skin colour, I'm going to leave that as is because I can't make realistic looking skin. Clothes, now this is quite fun. You can customise the colour of each individual item of clothing. So say I want this bright red jacket, isn't it horrible? Then for my undershirt I can go for, say, white. Well, actually, no, that's not white, that's black. What are you doing, Hugh? Sorry, I appear to have forgotten how to use colour sliders. Anyway, that's white enough. No racism intended, by the way. I'm not trying to be racist, sorry, it's just I wanted my shirt to be as white as possible, to emphasise the cleanliness. And you know what, when I'm in a hole I should really stop digging. I'm not racist, don't kill me, okay? So I'm just make my trousers black and my shoes probably be yeah, I'll make my shoes black as well. Some rather nice music playing in the background. This is actually only the menu music, completely different music playing when you're actually in the game. So that should do the trick. You can choose your gender, male or female, and it makes some rather weird noises depending on what you choose. Now this is interesting. Softcore, medium core or hardcore. These are different levels of hardcoreness. Softcore characters, you just drop some of your money when you die. Medium core character is Minecraft style, you drop all your items when you die. Hardcore mode is like Minecraft hardcore. When you die, that's it. Your character is erased. I'm a wuss, so I'm going to be playing on softcore. Depending on how I feel, I might even start a new one on medium core or even hardcore, who knows. So I'll create this character. You can enter your character name. I'm going to call this character Hugh, because I can. So you just select your character from this menu. I believe it's actually alphabetical order. You then create... Okay, it's not alphabetical order, because that's wrong. Create a new world. I'm going to create a medium world, not too large, not too small. And I'm going to call it Hugh's World. Not exactly original. Takes a while to actually generate all the requisite stuff and load up. It's generating various stuff. You'll notice some rather amusing load messages. I'm sure that's partly inspired by games such as The Sims. Reticulating splines indeed. Anyway, so you select the world and it will load up, and all of a sudden, there you are, and it shifts into the nice music. Now I actually spawned in a place such that I dislodged a dirt block there. So you'll see I've got this wonderful world. It's like a side-scrolling world. I can jump around, there are pots everywhere. This is Garrett. Garrett is the guide. He gives you useful hints and tips. I won't be using him much because I already know a bit of how to play this game. You also start with a copper short sword, an annoying... Oh, well, you start with a copper pickaxe, but this one appears to have acquired the annoying prefix. Tools can actually have prefixes in this game, rather like some action RPGs, which affect the way that they work. So, for example, the annoying copper pickaxe... Oh, wow. 25% less damage and 13% less speed. That's terrible. I'm going to try and reforge that at some point. Luckily, you don't have to rely on copper for long. If you find a decently sized vein of iron, then that's good. You can also break these pots, as I'm doing. Pots contain a variety of loot. Most of it isn't terribly good, but it can help if you're just trying to start. Now I appear to be stuck down this hole, which is kind of annoying. I guess I'll have to find a way out. Ah, yes. You can actually place blocks under you, much like Minecraft, in that you can tower up. I should stop comparing this game to Minecraft, actually. In fact, you know, from now on, I'm instigating a new feature, the Minecraft comparisanometer. Now, the Minecraft comparisanometer will basically increment by 1 every time I compare the game to Minecraft, starting from this point. I probably won't notice it, so I'll have to add it in post, but oh well. Now, you'll see I'm mining some iron here with my pickaxe, with my annoying copper pickaxe. You actually need quite a lot of ore to smelt to 1 bar in this game, which is somewhat annoying. Just mining out some useful minerals. Now, these are slimes. These are the basic enemies, but that doesn't stop them from being annoying as hell, as you can see. Got a little life bar at the top, 100 maximum. If it gets to 0, I die. Pretty simple. So to start with, you want to start off by building some kind of shelter for the night, much like Minecraft, and it's actually coming close to the middle of the day, so I'm going to have to be quick about it. Just chop down some trees and make a crude wood hut, I think is the best thing to do. Wood is also useful because you need it for the workbench, which you use to craft most items. There is crafting in this game, except it's quite a bit more complex, some might argue, than Minecraft, in that there are a number of different crafting stations, a number of different crafting recipes, all sorts of rather cool stuff. Sorry, I burped. Anyway, chopping down these trees, and continuing to chop down these trees. I want to make sure I've got quite a bit of wood to build my shelter, especially since you also need a bit of wood to convert into what are called walls, which are what kind of fill out the back. You'll notice there's this kind of dirt background part of this area. That's what's called the wall, or the back wall, as I like to call it. And this is basically kind of defines what kind of stuff is in the background. You can walk through back walls, as I can demonstrate now, but they do also determine various properties. A house must be fully walled in to be considered a proper home, and for NPCs to be able to move in. There are indeed NPCs in this game who can move into your house, etc. But most importantly, if there are dirt walls, it means that monsters can spawn unless the area is lit up. If you enclose an area with things other than dirt walls, then monsters will not be able to spawn inside, which is good. So I'm just going to hollow out a little area here. Just pretty simple. I'm a bit OCD with regard to dimensions, so I'm sorry about that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, that was a really good gap. And then that high, however high that is. Just build like this. You'll see you make a really weird flailing animation. Now hitting escape brings up your inventory menu, so I'm going to make a workbench. That takes 10 wood. You can also make, without any crafting stage, you can make flaming arrows if you've got arrows and torches. You can make torches. Slimes drop gel in this game, so killing slimes is actually very important because gel is required to make torches. Or if you want to, if you've got, say, I've got some money here, I've got 6 silver, you can actually craft that down into a lower value of coin. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can if you so wish. So you can, I'm going to place this here. Now you'll see I now have a lot more options open to me. In this case, I'm going to build a door, and I'm going to build some wood walls. Wood walls are the kind of back wall of your house. One of the really neat things I like about Terraria is that holding holding right click will produce as many of the items as you can until you run out of resources, which is really useful for various purposes. So I'm just going to fill in the back wall of this house. As you'll see, I've got this rather nice wood panelling. Just run along as far as I can. Gotta try and seal up all the cracks, because otherwise it won't be considered a proper house and monsters will be able to spawn therein. I will then place some of my torches. One really neat feature of Terraria is that torches actually give light even if you're just holding them, so you don't have to place them. That's one feature I am a really big fan of. Now I'm actually going to gather a bit more wood before the sun sets, because I've made remarkably good time building this shelter. My copper axe doesn't have any prefixes on it, as you'll see. Just cut down some more wood. I'm also going to start mining some stone. Now you'll see that the world is actually predominantly made up of dirt, Stone is a lot rarer than you might think, which can be quite difficult for various reasons, because you actually need stone for quite a lot of useful things. You need it for furnaces, of course. You also need it for most types of brick. You don't actually need it for tools, actually. There are no stone tools in this game. There are only very limited wooden tools. Almost all of your tools in this game will be metal. So, starting off at copper, working your way up to things like iron, silver, gold. Then you get onto things like demonite or various gemstones. I don't know if you can actually make swords out of the gemstones, but you can make lightsabers, which are kind of cool. Oh, sorry, phase blades. I must avoid angering the great LucasArts by my use of the word lightsaber, which is completely unlicensed, by the way. Just fill over the gap so that I can walk across it safely. Now, you'll see there are these rabbits. These are good for nothing, so you kill them. It might seem cruel, but it's the way of the world. Now, I've actually got a bit of time now, before night falls, so I'm going to go down and explore this cave. Cave networks in Terraria are vast, except this one kind of isn't. But there is a little bit of copper down here, so I may as well mine a little bit of copper. The only copper tool I don't actually have is a hammer. Hammers are used for breaking back walls and also destroying glass and objects, so they are pretty useful. Now that I've explored all that this cave has to offer, I'm going to go and seal it over once I can actually get up. Yep. Seal it over. Explore these surroundings a bit. Got a nice big vein of stone over here which could be useful for mining at a later time. Pool of water with a chest at the bottom. You can't actually like constantly swim upwards through water. Your jumps become much higher, but you can't perform like a swim action, which can be difficult if you get trapped underwater. So you'll see you can just jump. It's almost like you're on the moon, so gravity is kind of lowered. Just going to mine this iron here. That's cobwebs there. I'm actually going to gather those in a moment, because cobwebs are used for making silk. I don't know why they're used for making silk. That's not how you make silk in real life. But silk is used for making beds, which are, as in Minecraft, your spawn point setter. Silk in real life, of course, comes from a type of worm that spins it like thread. Learn something new every day. Or maybe you already knew that. Cobwebs actually really slow down your movement. So I've actually got, I think I've got 29 cobwebs there. Ah, that's so annoying. Because 10 cobwebs make 1 silk, and 3 silk are needed to make a bed. So I'm 1 cobweb short of being able to make a bed. Now, as you'll see, the sun is setting in the sky. Teletubbies say goodbye. So I need to return home and hide away in my shelter, and perhaps while I'm at it, get a furnace going. Oh, a goldfish. Goldfish are kind of like really bad potions in this game. You can drink them. You can... What's wrong with me today? You can eat them, and they will give you some health back. Not very much, let's just see. Yeah, 20 health back. To be totally honest, it's not really as good as these things, which are lesser healing potions. These heal 50. You can combine those later on with various stuff to create greater healing potions, which heal 100. I believe there's actually... The best type of potion heals 200, but that's really hard to get hold of. So you'll see I'm now at a furnace. I'm going to smelt some iron. I've got enough iron there to make 5 iron bars. Now I'm going to use those to make an anvil. Anvils are used for creating metal tools and pretty much anything out of metal. So you can't make those at your regular workbench. You actually need to use metal. Pretty simple. So just going to go... Actually, that grass is annoying me because it means that the wood isn't properly meshing with the dirt, so I'm going to knock it off. 1 hit with your pickaxe will just knock grass off dirt. It won't actually damage the block, which is useful. Unless you're using a higher tier pickaxe, in which case it will pretty much cleave straight through, which can be somewhat annoying. Now, I'm going to keep exploring. I know it is daytime still, just about, but soon the music will change. And when the music changes, that is when it's nighttime, and the monsters come out. This is a blue slime. These are tougher than green ones. In fact, these have 25 hit points, whereas normal slimes have, I think, 14. And they're annoying as hell, and I'm going to kill it. Because they drop gel. And and I believe these ones actually drop slightly more gel than green stones. Yep, that one dropped 2, as you'll see. So I'm going to light up a torch, see what's down there. That's too deep. I'm going to see if I can build a bridge across that later. Now, for some reason the cheery music is still playing, even though it is clearly night. Maybe that's just some kind of leftover. So this is obviously the pilot of a new and epic Terraria series. Hopefully I'm planning to be able to beat all the bosses, get all the NPCs, then activate hard mode and do all the hard mode quests, unlock the top tier of every armor, and just be generally awesome at everything. Terraria is another one of those sandbox games that doesn't have a definite end, so I guess the ultimate aim of this will be to get the best possible everything. Now you'll notice the music has just changed. That means it is officially night time, and tougher monsters... Monstees? Jesus. Tougher monsters will start spawning. Monsters like zombies. So I want to be indoors for tonight. In the meantime, I can go digging. No, actually no, I'm not going to go digging. That's stupid. I guess I'll just wait away the night. There may be a cut here, cut to my next bit, because really, just watching me wait in here for ages is not a good idea. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go out at night and demonstrate why you shouldn't go out at night. So here I am venturing out into the night. You can't really see very well. That rabbit's dead. Gonna see if I can bridge this lake. I don't think I have enough dirt. Now you see that flying thing to my right? That's a demon eye. Demon eyes have 60 hit points, they fly, and they follow you around. For these reasons they are exceedingly irritating, also almost impossible to kill with the crappy little stabbing weapon which I have at the moment. Later on you can get better swords which are actually slashing weapons, though they're better for fighting demon eyes because they have a better arc. That's a zombie there. I'm going to see if I can kill this zombie. Zombies are really tough, they have 45 health. And they also have good defense, and so this really bad sword is doing virtually nothing. Oh great, now there's 2 of them, I'm going to be stuck here a while. Now you can't just hold down the button, that doesn't work, you have to keep clicking. So this is actually turning into a click fest. I don't know if you can actually hear me clicking, but you'll find out. So, killing this zombie. Zombies don't really drop much useful except for money. Occasionally they'll drop something called the shackle, which is a kind of pretty useless accessory item which you can equip to give you a minor defense boost. For the moment though I'm going to hide away, so now I probably will employ a blur fade or skip or some form of skippage to get used to the next scene.